Alright, I believe I should be streaming now successfully. Going to just double check that it is in fact working. Seeing some odd stuff with the audio levels. I might need to adjust that a tiny bit. Hello, hello. Okay, I think maybe that's okay. And let's just check this real quick. Hello, hello. Let's just check this real quick. Alright, I think that the stream is working and live. So, how's it going? Oh, there is one other thing I need to do here really quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do today, or at least to start with, is start setting up a new environment for the game engine that I've started in 2011. There's quite a lot of stuff in the engine that's working already. So basically, we have a HTML5, Mongo, and Node set up, and it supports online real-time multiplayer, and a whole bunch of other cool things which we'll probably get to. But the first thing is setting up an environment for doing development and or potentially running it. In the past, I had done development both exclusively in Windows and exclusively in Ubuntu, and at times both at the same time. But it's been about a year and a half really since I did any real work in general on it, and most recently the Linux VM that I had crashed. So what I'm going to do to start with is set up a new environment that I can work in, but also hopefully people at home can work in. And I'm going to do something a little bit different as well, because in the past, whether I was either running it in Windows or running it in Linux, or like going back and forth, but actually what I'm going to do this time, I think instead, is set up an environment that can actually basically do both at the same time in a shared fashion. And so the way I'm going to do that is Windows 10 has the ability to run an Ubuntu VM inside of it without using VMware as like an isolated environment, and it automatically mounts your Windows 10 directories for other stuff. And so that way basically, yeah, I'm going to have a shared environment. So to start with, let's set that up. So we have Windows 10 Ubuntu. I've done this before, but it's been a while, so we're going to have to just read through and find out what, okay, Windows 10, okay, here we go. So we need to open Microsoft Store, it looks like, and we're going to choose so I run 16 in the past, but let's go ahead and do 18, which is the newest one. Hopefully there's no particular difficulties with that. I guess we could look at the rating. That's 19 to 16. This one's not rated as well, which is strange actually. I never had any problems with it in the past when I'm running, but whatever, we'll just take the newest one. For some of the other things, we're going to need to use some old versions of stuff temporarily, but we'll get to that when we come to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a get on this. I need to sign in. No, thank you. I don't want to sign in. Can move this off to the side. So that should just take a minute. While that's running, let's also go ahead and run get Windows We're going to have Git running in both Linux and Windows at the same time, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so pin that to the taskbar. Whoa. Oh, it's still installing. Yeah, no problem. Okay, where was I? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna, I forget, there's a whole bunch. I think this is the one that we want. Git bash, git GUI, yes, all this good stuff. We're going to take this. We're going to download Git really quick. So for those of people who don't know, Git is version control software, and basically this allows us to keep different versions of files. It's not really for backup per se, but it kind of does back up your changes. You should run backup besides that, but so we're just going to go ahead and install this. Yep. And yeah, licensing. I'm going to move this to a slightly different place on my drive, which I'm doing off of the main screen, but you can just put it in the default place or wherever you like. Let's see here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm installing this on another drive. We can pull this in here just because. So we're going to have the integration. This is important, Windows Explorer integration. This will allow you to right-click in an area and say that you want to get bash or git GUI. And it's going to automatically associate stuff. And you could check for updates, I suppose, but yeah, why not? Yeah, good. Use VM, the ubiquitous text. No, we want to use. You know what? I might set up. Actually, you know what? I have Notepad already set up. I probably will change this to use a different comparison thing, but for the time being, we'll just accept that. Yeah, we'll take. Okay, we'll just take the recommended one. It's fine. I'm mostly only going to be using bash, but yeah, and SSL. That's fine. Okay, so this Windows command line thing. No. Let's say we're going to probably want Unix style line endings. That may be dependent on you, what you prefer. Let's not even get into it. Basically, you have slightly different characters on Linux and Windows at the end of a line, and so if you don't use the Windows one, if you were to open it in like a regular Notepad or something like that, you could have your text all screwy. But I think Notepad++, which is what I'm setting up at the moment, is going to be fine. I guess I could also just check out it as is, but I'm going to go with the Unix ones. Yeah, that's fine. Enable symbolic links. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's installing. Now, in the meantime, hopefully we've got oh, wait a minute. The Windows subsystem for Linux component is not enabled. We need to run another step before that even works. Where is? Okay. So we needed to get complete installation. You must initialize your new distribution before it can be used. Not sure what that's about, but it's been a while since I did that. Okay, launch the distro. Setting up. Yeah, it seems something failed though. Failed with error. Let's check this out. Should be make sure Windows subsystem for Linux is checked. What is that on? Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought, but actually this is pretty typical of development related issues. You start doing something and then you get, yeah, I don't care, this is probably good.
Hey, you guys.
Whoa. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's leave that open for now. Anyway, the thing is yeah, sometimes you do have stupid problems like this, and you just have to troubleshoot them, and that's the way that this is. Windows features. What is this under? Probably the control panel somewhere. Features on and off. Control panel. Windows. Aha! Windows subsystem for Linux is not set. So let's turn that on and see if that is going to fix our problem. Hopefully it does, and we can move on. Windows is completed. Yeah. Oh, and that requires a restart. You got to be kidding me. Okay, well, I guess I can be back in a couple minutes. In which case we're going to have to basically start a separate or a second stream. But you know, hey, it's the first day of rocking with this, so let's give it a try. Close these guys. I'm going to do a couple things before I restart, but I'll go ahead and stop the stream and start another one just shortly. And perhaps I will link the second one in the description later on or whatnot, or you can just look at the channel and see what the new stream, or the one right after this. So anyway, sorry for the little bump, but we'll be right back.